Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Season 2 of D&D, which stands for Daddy and Daughter. I am Daddy, Mike, and...
I am Daughter, Zoe.
Daughter. Alright. And we've talked with Zoe for a bit about what to do next, and we have decided that we are going to do a platformer. So we deliberated a bit whether to make it physics-based or whether to make our own physics in it, and we decided to make our own physics in it to make it more precise and that sort of stuff. We'll see if this works. I haven't done a platformer for a while, so yeah. We'll see how this is going to work out. Alright, so what we're going to focus on first, for sure, is basic locomotion. Yeah, another thing, we're going to make it 2.5D. So we currently have a 3D look, but we're not going to stick to that. So let's go ahead and create a basic floor. Cube, was I? Oh, look! In Unity 2018, finally they defaulted to 0, 0, 0. Wow. Thanks, Unity. Okay, so let's lower this to 0.5, just so we put it right here, and we're gonna make it massive, 50 and 50. Floor! Alright, let's create a material for it. Create a folder called materials. And in here we're gonna create a new material. Call it floor.
Lore. Too many
Lore.
L's.
Floor. Floor. Thanks.
Finally.
Yeah, except you didn't press enter but something else. I just realized that I give it a Z of 50, which makes no sense, because our game's gonna be 2.5D.
2.5D.
So I'm just gonna make it tiny for now. So it's long but tiny. Give it the floor material. And now change the color to something.
Look, they changed it.
Yeah, it's a new like color wheel. I'm gonna make it more brownish. There you go. The floor is a piece of wood.
That goes out of this thing.
Yeah. So main camera, we should probably set it to be, what is a physical camera? Is that new? I don't know. Let's change skybox to solid color. Yeah. And right now it's perspective. Let's change it to orthographic. And now we can move it up a bit and rotate it on the x-axis a bit. There we go. There we go. So let's do 15 degrees, and this one needs to go up, obviously. So let's put it like here. 7. 6.5. 7. Shush. All right. Sounds good. So we got our little floor. Rename this to floor. Floor. Hit enter.
Not cube.
Okay. Create a new 3D object. Let's do a capsule.
But what is a ragdoll?
A ragdoll is a thing that allows your models that have an armature, therefore they have a bunch of bones, to sort of make those bones not act based on animations, but act based on physics.
Okay.
With certain constraints. So the bones like go, and the character falls down. We use that for the death of characters and that sort of stuff. Okay, so here's a little capsule. We're gonna put it a bit high in the air, like here. Okay, this is our little guy, little character. Duplicate the floor. Rename it to, I don't know, player. Player, hit enter. Okay, now we're gonna give the player a yellow color. Orange, yellow, whatever. Back to the scene view. Player. How does this look like? Brilliant. Okay, so we got our little player. So now our little, rename this to player. Actually, rename this to model for now. Model. Hit enter. Now I'm gonna create another empty. Rename this to player. And put the model into it. Okay, done. Save. Fantastic. So
It's still called sample scene.
Yeah, that's fine. It can be called sample scene. Who cares? So it's got a collider on it. If we had a collider, we would put it on the player, not on the model. Mesh render and the rest is fine. So I'm going to remove the collider. One thing, the floor has a collider but has no rigid body. We should definitely put a rigid body on it. So type RI. There it is, rigid body. And we're going to make it kinematic. Don't use gravity. Sure. Alright, and on the player, we're going to add a rigid body and add a collider. So you go capsule collider. Now you'll see that now it's going to look wrong. And the reason why it's going to look wrong is because it sees itself as separated from the model. By the way, the model is too high now. I need to put it at 2, at 0, and I need to put the entire thing at 2. Right? The capsule that we now have as a collider is not related to the model at all, which has advantages and disadvantages. So it's a bit annoying to deal with, but we can make it a little taller if we wanted to, and a little fatter if we wanted to. So it gives us a little bit of a leeway if that's what we were interested in, or vice versa, we can make it thinner. It's really up to your discretion. So the original size is 0.5, so I've added 10%, so the height should be 2 plus 10% of 2. How much is 10% of 2?
10% of 2 is...
A tenth of 2. Take 2 divided by 10. What do you get?
Oh yeah, it's a 10, so 0.2.
Good. 2 plus 2. Yeah. So that will be the same proportion of increase. Doesn't look right. Am I stupid? Is your dad stupid? Possibly. Why does this look right? I don't know. Let's actually not do this. We're just gonna do the normal size, but it was just for demonstration. Okay, so now the collider's in the right place, etc., etc. Because the goal is for us to move the player, and the model can do all sorts of things, right? The model could actually be animated and do magic stuff. It wouldn't matter to us because our player collider wouldn't be here. That's what matters to us. So this guy has a rigid body. I'm gonna move the rigid body underneath here. Am I? Yes, I am. Okay, and this one is definitely kinematic. The mass is 1 kilogram. I don't think this is a good idea. So we need to start giving it real weights-ish, right? If we're ever going to use anything to do with physics. And now that I think about it, we're not. So it shouldn't particularly matter.
Okay.
So we're going to leave it alone, I guess. At that point, do we even need collisions? Okay, let's challenge ourselves and let's say that we are going to need the colliders, but we are not going to need the... Yes, we need the rigid body because we're going to need to apply velocity on it. Oh boy! Alright. Cool. Now, new script. Except I'm dumb. Alright, just write player controller or something. Controller. Hit enter. And I forgot to create the scripts folder. So type scripts.
You didn't create a folder.
I did. Haha. It's just slow. Ta-da! Ta-da! And where do I put my player? At the top, because that's how I like it. Okie dokie. Double clicking. Alright, so if we were to play the game right now, just as it is, we should see the character fall and probably start like tipping, or it may tip. It probably fell perfectly in the middle, so it's not tipping. But if you just rotate it even just a little bit, just like say this. Are you gonna fall? Whoa.
Bye-bye.
Right? It's tipping. That's because we're actually using physics on it and all sorts of stuff. So for now, let's put it this way. But this is going to make it static. Actually, we're going to remove this. We're going to put constraints. I'm going to freeze all rotations. There. And now, you won't be able to rotate it at all. Wait. Use gravity. Okay.
Fine.
So, if you now rotate it,
Nothing happens.
and then rotate it even more, like this.
Happens.
And then you rotate it even more.
And it does not fall.
And then you rotate it even more.
And now it's...
The physics does apply. You see that it's being collided against, so to speak. Right? And it keeps on falling, but it's not going around. Okay. We should also freeze the position on the z-axis, so we can't move it. Or the physics, rather, can't move it. Okay? Because it's a 2D game. So, back we go here. Goodbye with all this stuff. So the first thing, save, we're going to do...
I don't see Text Mesh Pro.
I told you it's... Well, I didn't tell you, but it's in a package here.
Oh.
And then you need to import it. We don't need it now, so who cares? But there you go.
Okay.
Anyway. Goodbye. Back here. Yes, so I've just deleted the update function, but we're gonna put it right back. So go void update. Open close round. Oh, it's yeah. It's doing a lot of things for you. This is the new Visual Studio, and I haven't already done any of the things. Generally speaking, I am a little bit conservative. Private is still correct. You could leave it, but it's fine. I'm a little bit conservative when it comes to, well, many things, but one thing in particular is typing. I like to type my stuff. I do like the...
Isn't this misindented?
No, why?
Because usually...
What?
I don't think it's usually directly down.
Yes, it is.
I think it's like inside a little bit, or is that an if?
No, it depends on what you write inside the function. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to say that the velocity, the x velocity of our character is going to depend on our horizontal input. Okay, so for that we're actually going to use one of our controllers here. We got a few connected to the computer. And we're going to use the left stick to move, and the left stick is analog, so it allows us to move a little bit. Now, so we talked about moving the velocity, so we need to access to the rigid body. So you're going to say private RB, private rigid body RB. Rigid body. Rigid body. Just hit tab. RB. Semicolon. Save. Create a start function. So go void start. It may fill it in for you. I'm not sure. Definitely not like that there. Open right. Yeah, thought so. Stop here. Okay, save. So in start we're gonna assign the rigid body. How? Where is it? The rigid body.
It's under the model.
No. That would be stupid.
Then it's under the player.
Yeah, so?
So, I need to put...
This is the first thing you need to put. And then, what comes after?
Get component.
Sure. Get component of type.
Rigid body.
Tab. Close. Rounds. Semi. Save. Okay, so we got the rigid body. So we're gonna say RB dot velocity dot x. Try that. Equals. Oh, isn't that? No, I thought so. I think this is not a variable. Yeah, thought so. So we need to say it's a vector 3. So we're gonna say equals vector 3 dot right multiplied by, and this is going to be input dot get axis raw open around quote horizontal with a capital H.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, except you don't know how to spell horizontal. I'm ashamed of you.
I do know how to spell horizontal. I just typed it wrong.
I see. Okay, close the quote. Round. Semicolon. Save. Test. Let's see how this looks like. Should be very, very simple, but it should be something. So down and up. Shouldn't you? Hey, look at it. So what's obviously missing? Well, first of all, we forgot to turn on gravity, if that's what we want to do. We'll see if later we're going to change this. Okay, why is this happening?
Because we don't have a speed?
No. Why is the gravity so slow? That's the question.
Why is it so slow?
Well, the gravity is so slow because the gravity is changed all the time by this. Yeah, you're forcing a 0 on the y. So you're turning off the velocity and therefore the acceleration is dissipated. It's still being applied on fixed update, so I guess that's why we're moving down a little bit. Yeah, we definitely can't use the normal gravity if we're going to do it this simply. The other thing that we could do is we could do plus equals. So save this, and now the gravity should apply normally. I think. Let's see. There you go. Whoa!
And now you're really fast.
Yeah, the problem is it now slides. It has inertia, but it slides all over the place, and I don't like it.
Is that why it...
Well, because we're doing plus equals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's adding 0, sure, but the point is you're not setting that velocity x to that. Right? And I'm surprised because I thought that you could actually do that. Let me see. So type rb.velocity.x. .x go equals 0f. I know it said that it's not a variable, but yeah, no, it doesn't like it. I thought so. So save. Let's try another one, which is going to be equals, and we're gonna say vector3.scale open round, and copy rb.velocity, paste it here. No, that's not going to work also. Well, we can make it work. Okay, so here, type new vector3.
So many vector 3s.
Open around. And here you want, I don't know why you pressed insert. So input horizontal, comma 1f, comma 0f. Close around, close it again, semicolon, it's already there. Save. So what vector3 scale does is it multiplies the individual elements of a vector 3 to the individual elements of another vector 3. So whatever the current RB velocity is going to be is going to get multiplied by this stuff. Wait, I just realized it's stupid. Your dad is slow. I'm not actually sure how to do this. I need to think this through a little bit better, because the problem is that the y is being changed by the gravity all the time, right? And we need to account for that. If we're going to apply the input horizontal, it needs to only apply to the x, not to the rest. So the RB velocity on the x should be the only thing that changes, while the one on the y stays alone. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something simple. Cut this, paste it here, dot y. Okay, now let's remove this. No need for scaling. Save. So now what it's going to do is it's going to keep the velocity on the y, whatever it is, and ignore it. And horizontal is going to apply on the x.
Okay.
Let's see how this works. So that means that we'll probably stop in the air, actually. Well, assuming we had jumping, which we don't. Okay, so the gravity is applying normally, but as you can see, we're moving real slow. And the reason why this is happening is because we have no speed. So in order to do that, we're actually going to time scale the speed and then add some kind of speed value. So right here, we're going to say serialize field, close, private, float, speed, semicolon. Okay, give it a default value of 20, F, save. Okay, and here you want to say times speed times time dot delta time. 20 is probably too little. Yeah, save. Okay, let's take a look now. So I don't know how this is gonna look like, but we'll find out. Ooh.
Real. That's even slower than before.
200.
That's much better.
So see, it's very snappy, but it's actually analog, so I can move it really slowly or really fast. Let's try 500. Wee. Okay, it's working. All right, sounds good. Now we need to give a jump to our character. And what we're going to have to decide is how our jump is going to play out. Now we're going to use the A button to jump for now. So let's remember this speed of 500. Let's also change the default value here. I mean, I'm not saying this is a particularly good speed, it's just 1. Save. The reason why we need to put such a high number is because this is a number between 0 and 1, well, -1 and 1 rather. This is whatever the speed you give it, and this is 0.00 something. It's very, very tiny. So this thing is destroying this guy. That's why you need something this high. So what was I gonna say? Right, we were talking about jumping. So create a void jump.
Will it give you the brackets here?
Open, close, round. Semi. No, say squiggly, my bad. Enter, close, squiggly. No, so I think the reason why it doesn't do it is because it doesn't recognize that as a default function of Unity. So here it's trying to desperately help you for some reason. Anyway, so jump. What do we need to do to our rigid body when we jump?
We need to make it go up like we did there.
Yeah, I know that human person that tells me things in human language, but what do you do to rigid bodies? What can you do with them? You can do all sorts of physics related things. One thing that we're literally doing one right now. We're changing the velocity. So what can we do to the rigid body?
Change the velocity so that it goes up.
Yeah, that's one thing we could do. Or we could apply a force that changes its velocity immediately, which would effectively, I think, be basically the same thing. So we can try and do that properly. So we're going to say RB dot add force. Yeah, down. Add force, open round. Okay, so this one is a big one, and we're going to need all of these two. So we're going to need a vector 3 for the force. So what's the vector 3 for jumping?
Vector 3 dot up.
So vector 3 dot up, and we're going to have to multiply it by something. And this is going to be another serialized field private float, so copy all of this, paste it here, and call this one jump strength. I don't know, jump strength. And good. Okay, not 500. I think it's gonna be excessive. Let's try with 20 again. Save. Okay, and this one you go times jump strength, copy, paste, comma. And this one needs to have force mode, so hit tab, dot, that's an enum. So let's see, we've got acceleration. So this one is a continuous acceleration to the rigid body ignoring the mass. Force, this one takes the mass in account. We don't want the mass to be taken into account, so we want something without the mass. So acceleration could be it, but the problem is of acceleration is that it's continuous. Now we don't want it to be continuous, we want it to be immediate. So we're gonna say impulse using its mass, velocity change ignoring its mass. So we are going to do that.
Velocity change, okay.
Yeah. So velocity change, close around, semicolon, save. All right. Now here we need to say if input dot get button down, open round, quote, fire 1 with a capital F, fire 1, close quote, close round, open, close round again, my bad, open squiggly, enter, close it, jump, open, close round, semicolon, save. All right, so that should work now. Whenever I clicked on Steam, I don't know why. It's a good thing it's on the other side. Okay. Whee!
Whoa, that's already excessive.
That's rather high. All right. Let's try
Imagine how
2.
high a 500 would be.
Doink, doink, doink,
2
doink,
is
doink,
nothing.
doink, 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 doink. You need to jump many times. Okay, try with 10. Doink. Wee, doink. Doink. So we got a problem. We can jump in the air. Doink. And by the way, you'll notice that in the air, because we are already falling down, we're adding that velocity, and so it's not really producing the effect we want, because we're adding a velocity to a negative velocity. Therefore, we produce a very, very small positive velocity. Okay, so we're gonna change this because we like to break rules. Yeah. So instead of this, we're gonna use something very similar to what we used here. Okay, so we're gonna copy all of this, paste it here, and we're gonna say we're gonna ignore this bit, and we're simply going to say copy all of this and go paste, save. Okay, and this one is going to get some kind of like up, so we're simply going to say jump strength. So copy this, paste it here, save. So let's change this to 10 as we did. Let's try this, save. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're changing the velocity itself, meaning we're not actually affecting the one that's already there. We're putting a 0 basically, and deliberately putting a different value. So on a secondary jump, we may get the same. Well, hello. Oh, it still says 20. My bad. There you go. See, now it jumps just as high as before. Oh, that looked a bit weird. I don't know why it's shifting us to the left. that's very odd. I'm not sure why, because I'm not pressed in any direction. Yeah, it keeps on doing it. Yeah, it keeps on going left just a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
What am I doing wrong?
It still says 20.
Oh, silly banana. That's an X, not a Y. Save. Yeah.
Change that to 10. 10, 10, 10.
10. Right. I'm
10,
just
10,
gonna hit
10.
reset here. Haha. So it puts the default values back.
10, 10.
Yeah, let's see. Whoa. Okay, that's working fine. Whoa. See? And now we can do endless jumping. Now, obviously, we don't really want endless jumping, do we?
No.
But do we want double jumping?
Hey, why does it stop there?
What do you mean?
Are you stopping
I'm stopping.
it?
I'm stopping.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know, guys, I'm currently doing the testing here. Yeah, I'm stopping in the air, and there's no inertia of any kind because we've turned it off. It depends on the movement of the controller, right? So there's quite a lot more sophisticated stuff that we need to do in order to make it cooler. But first, I think we should focus on our jumping, right? So we've got one jump, and that's fine, but we now have endless ones, and that's not exactly ideal, is it? We
also can fall off the floor.
Sure, I'm not that interested in that for now. Or the camera isn't even following us. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do a jump, and then we are going to decide how many air jumps we are allowed. Okay, so in order to know if we're in the air, there's a few ways that we can go about this, but I think we should basically raycast. We should raycast into the ground. If we hit the ground from a certain close distance, then we know we are on the ground, and we can reset our air jump count. How many air jumps do you want your characters to have?
I think they should only have one, considering they jump so high.
Well, you can change that banana. There, now they jump less high. You do remember you're the developer here, right? You decide whatever you want. Anyway, plus, I mean, all you need to do is move the camera just a little bit further back, and all of a sudden, actually, no, that won't change anything, will it? No, it shouldn't change anything. What can we do? Right, we can make the size bigger, and all of a sudden your character is a lot tinier. For example, let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that's pretty cool as a size. Yeah, let's do that. So size 15. Okay, sure, that's good. Is that too small? 13. Sure, 13. Size 13, 15.5. There you go. All right, so let's remember this. So I'm going to copy the transform because that's harder to remember. Paste the transform values. 13, 132. Wowzers. Okay, so now it's smaller. Right, so let's go back here. So we got a jump strength. Now, do you think that the jump strength in the air should be the same as the jump strength on the ground? I don't think so. I think it should be smaller.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so copy all of this, paste it here, call it air jump strength, so just the air, and then put a capital J. Yeah, and let's put this one at, say, 8. Save. Okay, so we got air jump strength. Now we are going to paste again, and this one's going to be an int, and you go max air jumps. How many do you say you want? Just one? Okay, max air jumps.
I think we should do 2 actually.
Okay, it's quite atypical. Most video games have 1, but okay. Save. I think Mario has 0 actually. Mario's never had an air jump. Has it? I don't think so. Mario has certain effects. I think Luigi can like sort of kick in the air quickly to land more slowly. I can't remember. Whatever. So max air jumps 1, that's fine. Therefore, we're also going to need a private int air jump count. Semicolon. Save. Okay. So, and we are going to have to check if we're grounded. So we're going to need a, actually these are statuses, so I prefer them up. So here you go, private bool grounded. Grounded. Semicolon. Now we're going to need a few things here. We're going to need a private ray. We're going to have to make this much more intelligent in the future. For now, we're just going to do ray. Private ray, ground ray. Semicolon. Then you're going to need a private raycast hit. Remember, tab exists. Raycast hit. And call this one ground hit. Semicolon. You're going to need a private flow serialized field. This one. Serialized field. Private float, and this one is going to be a ground ray length. Yeah, semicolon. Let's give it a default value of, oh wait, let's think this through. So if it starts from the center of our body, we are 2 meters tall. That means 1 meter to get to the ground. So let's do 1.2.
Okay.
Save. Okay, so that's the ground. And now we're going to need another serialized field. Close it. Private layer mask. Floor mask. Because we need to know when our floor mask. Mask. Okay, save. Save. Now here we're gonna say void check grounded. Open close round semicolon. What am I saying? Open close round, open close quickly. Okay, save. Now in check grounded, the first thing we need to do is cast our ray. So we're gonna say ground ray equals new ray. New ray. Open round. So we need to fit it on. You need to fit it on origin, which is our transform dot position. Transform dot position. Comma. Where is the ray supposed to point?
Down.
Down. So vector 3 dot down times ground ray length. Actually, does that even matter? I don't think so. No, just leave vector 3 dot down, close the bracket, semicolon. Save. Okay. Now you need to say if open round bracket physics dot raycast hit raycast open round, and this one needs a lot of stuff. This is the one we are going to use. This one. We're going to use number 10. So we're going to need array. So if we did ground ray, comma, out, ground hit, ground hit. So go up, yeah, comma, max distance is ground ray length, tab, comma, floor mask. Close round again, open squiggly, enter, close it. Alright, save. So this if will return true only if we've actually hit something. So in this case, grounded equals true. Oh, actually I have a better idea. At least for now. No, I don't want to be that much of a smarty pants. So just say grounded equals true, semicolon, and else. So we're making it simple for now, but we're going to complicate this, I'm sure, in future. Else, grounded equals false. Semicolon. Fold. It's fold. Save. Okay. So we have the first part of the infrastructure. Now we want to test if this is working. So here we're going to say debug dot draw line, I think, or draw array. Try draw array. Yeah, open round. So it needs a start and a direction. Okay, so what you're going to say is you're going to say ground ray dot origin. Ground ray dot origin. Yeah, tab. You can like type one letter and hit tab, comma. Ground ray dot direction dot dir. There it is. There it is. Times ground ray length. Tab. Close round. Semicolon. Save. And actually we need a few things. Color. So go color. This one is when we hit something, so let's go color dot yellow. Yellow is bad actually. Do green. Yeah.
Green.
Save. Okay. Copy. Paste. Red. Save. Okay, so this is going to show us that red, and it's simply going to tell us if we're grounded or not. So let's see now. We should actually be able to see it. If we don't, we need to turn on the gizmos. Let's try. Actually, no, I simply do not see that ray. Where is the ray? Do you see it?
No.
Oh, because we're dumb. We forgot to call it. So here, go check grounded. Open close round, semicolon. And yeah, we're gonna have to make decisions later. Anyway, now we should see that ray. Show me the ray. There it is. You can see it. The bottom of our bum. Yeah. Now you'll see it's always red. Why? Because we haven't defined a mask, and we haven't defined layers. So we're gonna go to the floor, layer, add layer, underscore floor. Another one, underscore player. Okay, done. Floor. Save. Now the player must know that he wants to collide with the floor. Save. And now we should get a lovely green when we're done. There it is. Red, green. Let me hide the gizmos. Oh, poo. Alright, so let's go to the scene just so we can make sure we can see it. Okay.
I see it.
And I'm going to take the game over here and I'm going to say jump. There's the red ray, green. You can see it through the brown.
Yeah.
right? Okay, so it's working, so it's telling us when we're grounded, which is very nice indeed. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to make decisions based on the jump. Okay, so we're gonna call jump every time we press A, sure, but we need to check whether we can jump or not, and what can we jump, or how can we jump. So let's see. Now, if grounded is true, there's another thing we want to do here. We want to say if open round, and you're gonna say air jump count. Yeah, that's it. Higher than 0 or lower.
Oops.
Close, open. Air jump count needs to be reset to 0. Copy. Paste. Equals 0. So why do we do this? Because I need to know that I can jump in the air again as many times as the game allows me to when I've reached the ground.
Okay.
Okay. So air jump count is 0, right? And then we can use it here. First, we need to check if grounded. Close round, open quickly. Else. Thanks. Now cut all of this, paste it here. Else, you need to check something. You need to go if air jump count lower than, and what did we call it? Max air jumps. So max air jumps. Okay, there it is. Close round, open squiggly, enter, enter, close squiggly. Now paste again. But this one is not going to be jump strength. This one needs to be air jump strength. Air jump strength. Go tab. By the way, make a habit of looking up when I'm explaining these things so you can see. I know you want to type fast, but that's fine. It's for you mainly, not for me. So air jump strength, right? Because you want a different type of strength in the air. Okay. What else should happen after you have successfully jumped in the air?
Well, the ray should turn red. Grounded should become false.
That's gonna deal with itself. I mean, you could say grounded is false immediately, like right here. There you go. Grounded equals false, but it's the physics that is going to worry about this. But that's not the point, right? Semicolon. Now, when you jump in the air, what should happen? You said you have a limited amount of jumps in the air.
Well, it should go -1. The jump count should go -1.
No, the jump count goes up. Look here. It says as long as the jump count hasn't reached the max air jump, so it's a number that goes up, not down. It doesn't start at max. We could do it that way, but it starts at 0. So air jump plus. Yep. Air jump count. One up. Now count plus. Semicolon. Save. So what we want to know is that it's not going to work again. So we should be able to only jump once. So I'm going to mash the A button now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, can't do it. So let's go back to just displaying the game here, so it's clear. So you see, that's first jump. Then we're going to jump again.
You can't
do it. Can do it twice in a row real quick, which is really not ideal. We're going to have to put some kind of stop. So you can't do it twice in a row right away. And you'll also notice how floaty this is. The reason why this is so floaty is because we are allowing the default physics engine to do its job, right? So it feels like boink, boink. I mean, we can probably play with the mass a bit. Actually, is this even going to help? I don't think so, because we're dealing with all of the default.
It's still floaty.
Yeah, it's still floaty. This is just the default problem of all physics engines, right? We are going to have to change this drastically ourselves. I think that we are going to have to apply our own gravity. Okay, we're going to worry about that later. But there you go. So now we can jump twice in the air, which is rather nice. Okay, so 1 and 2. Here, you can try. See how it feels like. There's another thing that I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes the character, when falling, clips into the ground a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, then he puts it back up. So if you were to fall too fast, it may actually clip through all the way. Yeah, it's stuff we're gonna have to worry about later, right? Bear in mind right now, by the way, audience, right now we're just creating a very basic starting point to be able to do things and have a bit of fun. Obviously, when you want to make a proper platformer, you need to do a lot more work to make the locomotion system a lot more interesting, shall we say. For example, the movement in the air here is far too lenient.
Yeah, and when you move it like this, it takes ages to fall.
No, I don't think so. It's exactly the same speed. It's unaffected.
Whoa.
It's unaffected. You can move it all day. It doesn't change anything. Okay, so here we go. We have one air jump and this. Now, if we were to simply add a little bit more floor, so hit Control D here. Okay, I'm gonna drag it up here.
Some more floor.
Yeah. Now we'll see that if you jump, you probably slam your head into the ceiling. Doink.
Ow. Ow.
Doink.
Ow.
Right. So that's not gonna help. But we can definitely make it a little bit smaller. Drag it to the left. I'm gonna make it even smaller, like here.
Platform.
Yeah, and now you have a platform you can jump on.
Whee!
Uh-oh.
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 Why is that happening?
It's clipping?
No, you keep on moving to the right, and
I'm walking into the wall.
Basically, yeah, and the velocity is being cancelled. That's exactly what I meant when I say you need to start doing a lot more complicated and interesting things than this. But it's kind of cool though. It's like
a spider.
It's a spider egg.
Ah!
Reminds me of an old game from Apogee called Cosmos. I mean, that's obviously completely incidental, but it's not terrible. Wait a moment, let me try something. Because I don't think you're going to be grounded there, but you should be able to do your air jump. And now you can't. And now see that, like a champ. So you can do a jump and do this. I'll also show you another one.
It is green.
Look, I'll show you another one. From falling down here. Oh no, actually, we've done it clever, I guess. So if you're falling, it already accounts that you're not grounded anymore, and therefore you can only do one air jump.
Nice.
That's good. All right, so we got this. Let's see if we do some crazy stuff. Boink. That worked. Anyway, oh dear, am I going to die? Don't die, Daddy. That will be uncomfortable, especially not while you're on recording things. Anyway, so yeah, but we could make it so like this could actually become a feature. It's kind of silly, but we obviously can't allow changes of direction in the air this quickly, right? But who knows? I mean, it's kind of cool. Depends on how difficult you make your game and what.
Then you can put floors all over the place.
That's right. You can put floors all over the place. What should we do next? Because we got the basics of this locomotion. Did you want to put a running modifier in it? Like Mario has? So you go faster?
We can do that.
We can do that? Is it a good idea or not?
But I think the guy moves pretty fast on his own already.
Well, you can make him slower and then make him go faster. The point is, do you want to have that mechanic in your game?
No, I don't think it would be that appealing.
Okay, fairly appealing in Mario, but fine. So by pure chance, we have wall grabs. which I mean, and I think if we leave the direction, it simply falls. So it's not as it should be, really. This thing, I think we should probably correct this thing. Take a look at what's going on. So let's figure this out from a physics perspective. So RB velocity, get access, blah 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 blah. The RB velocity y is being kept. For some reason, RB velocity y goes to 0. Probably on the first flame, and then it stays on 0. I guess because of the collision. If we change the gravity system to in fact behave the way we want to, we should solve this issue, I guess. So let's try and do that. Let's go here and completely turn off gravity. So floor, sure. Model, no, what am I doing? Play. No more gravity for you. So Look at this. Now it's going to be like moon. Look there. Ah, see ya! Okay, that's because no gravity is being applied. So now we're going to create a gravity of some kind. So let me think this through. So we need to apply a force. So here you're going to say RB dot add force. Open round. Open round, not times. Okay, so this one is going to be vector 3 dot down. 3 dot down. And here's we're going to need a gravity value of some count. So I guess let's do it here. Copy this, paste it here, call this one gravity. Save. And we're that's going to be very high. So let's give it a value of like 10, which is the default one. Save. It's not. It's similar. 10, close to 10. Times gravity, or grounded if you don't pay attention. Gravity, banana. Okay, comma, in force mode, dot, tab, dot, and you want acceleration, close round, semicolon. Save. Okay, let's see how this looks like. I have no idea.
Let's see if it sticks.
There you go. It's working.
Yay. Does it stick?
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, Jet.
Still sticks. So we've literally recreated what was already there.
Jet.
That's okay. At least it's in our control now. It actually bounces a little bit. I find that a bit annoying.
Bonk.
Donk.
Bonk.
Donk.
Bonk.
Donk.
Bonk.
Right. So this is still happening. Let's. I'm surprised by this because I don't think it should change here. What's going on? I don't know. I don't understand why that would occur. I'm guessing it's due to the collider sort of acting as an obstacle. We could do all sorts of elaborate, interesting things, but I'm not sure. This surprises me a little bit. That's adding force, and that's fine. Cut this. Place it here. Save. So we're adding the force after we're doing that. Except I think that, well, I don't know actually. Let's see.
Yeah.
Spider egg. Oh.
Spider egg.
Yeah, spider egg.
Who's that?
I don't know, I've invented it. It's like Spider-Man, but he's an egg. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to do something clever, but it bothers me here. I'd like to slide down, and I'm not sure. I think we are actually. Are we? Yeah. Look at the transform dot position Y.
Oh, you're right.
We're very, very, very slowly sliding down. Yeah. Okay. So somehow we should basically ignore that if we're hitting things.
Should we cast another ray?
Yeah, of course. But we should cast many, not just one. So, tell you what, it's quite late. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop here for now. So it's, for now, here's what we got. Let's maximize it so it's in all of its glory. Check this out. There's Mr. Ego here.
There's Mr. Gizmo's in the way.
I'll turn the gizmos off. Watch it. Watch him. Oh, no! And now he can jump and then jump again after wall grabbing, which is an accident. We can jump and then air jump. Our air jump is actually weaker. We can do all sorts of things. We can air jump really, really late, which I quite like.
We can fall.
We can jump too early though. which is a bit silly because you literally see no effect if you do it that way, right? You want to jump at your apex. So we're gonna have to decide how and when we enable this double jump, but my guess is just a little bit of delay of time, just a small coroutine, and then we can enable air jump, not before then. And we should have that coroutine after every jump, so that you, even if you have more than one air jump, you can't simply you don't do it too quickly. It's gonna look stupid if you do it too quickly. So maybe we can do that now. Yeah, sure, let's do that now before we go. So private coroutine every time. Coroutine. There it is.
I get it.
Core, capitals, underscore, and call this one jump delay, something like that. Jump delay. Yeah, with a capital E. Delay. Delay. Jump delay. Save. And here you also want a copy, paste, and this one is going to be jump delay. And this we're going to give it a value of half a second, probably too much. Let's do 0.4. Sure. Save. I don't know. I'm improvising. And so we're gonna need a bool as well, which we're gonna call can jump. So let's see. Let me think where we should put it. I'd like, so cut this, paste it here, paste again.
Oops. Ah.
Copy, paste, can jump. Save. Okay, copy. Now, when we're grounded, we can jump. So can jump equals true. Yeah, and we're also gonna do another few functions here. So we're gonna say void stop. Yeah, sure. Stop jump delay. Delay.
Again. That's a plays move.
What?
It's a plays move.
That's a place move.
Yeah.
I have no idea what
Now
you're
we
saying.
misspelled.
You need to comb your hair. You look like a savage.
Sorry, it went in the water, so.
Rubbish. You look like a savage. You need a bath and comb your hair. All right, so next, what are we doing? Stop, jump, delay. Right, so here you want to say if, open round, core, blah, 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 that guy, is not null. Close round, open round, save. Stop coroutine. Skip coroutine. Stop coroutine. One down. Tab. Open round. Core. Done. Tab. Close round. Semicolon. Save. Okay, so we got this, and here you're gonna do another one. You're gonna go void. Start jump delay. No. Open, close round. Open quickly and close it. Save. Slow poke. Okay. I enumerator. Two down. Tab. And open round. No, what am I doing? I enumerator. You want to call this one jump delay routine. Open, close round, open squiggly, enter, close squiggly. Yield, return. Yield, yield, return. So slow. New, wait for seconds. Tab, open round. And you need to feed it the delay, which is this. Copy. Paste, close round, semicolon. And here you want to say can jump, copy this, paste it here. That's it, save. So this particular coroutine, all it does is wait a bit, then allow us to jump again. And in jump, we need to ask here if open round can jump. Close round, open squiggly, don't close it yet, close it here. There.
I
Save.
didn't close it yet.
Okay, so wait, we're not done yet. So whenever you jump, we need to call start jump delay. So copy this, and you want to paste it here. Yeah, sure. We already have the brackets, banana.
Oops.
Actually, no, I don't like the order. Cut it here. Cut it. Cut.
I did.
I broke everything. Paste. Okay. I broke everything again. Paste. Paste. Save. Okay, so the first thing this does is copy, paste, open, close round, semicolon, save. So the first thing it does is it stops the jump delay. And then it goes core underscore whatever you called it. There it is, tab equals start coroutine, copy, open round, paste, round, round, round. Save. Save. Trying to be quick here, lady. You slowpoke. Okay, so stop jump delay needs to happen right here. Oh, actually, I just realized I'm a bit of an idiot. Here you want to say can jump equals false right here. So can jump equals false. False, semicolon, save. And stop jump delay, I think stop jump delay can jump true as well, just to make sure. So copy this, paste it here, save. Okay, so instead of can jump here, you just say stop jump delay. Stop, undo. Okay, stop, type again, just stop. Type ST. Okay. Open, close round, semicolon.
That was longer than I expected.
Yes, me too. Okay, so here we go. It's done now. So let's see now if we're getting a bit of a jump delay. I'm gonna try and normal. Whoa, I can't jump at all. Can't jump at all. I can't jump. This is very sad. So, and that is, wait, oh, because I'm an idiot. Cut this. Paste it. There. Wait, save now. Oh, save now. Because I put it in the wrong one. So start jump delay should have it on false.
Now you should be able to jump.
Okay,
Ooh.
so I'm gonna now try double jumping. I couldn't. I can't. I don't know if I can. Let me try. Yes, so it's working. The thing is, I think that those 0.4 is too quick. So let's unmaximize. Okay, and now instead of 0.4, let's try 1. So I'm gonna make it very extreme. So I wanna see, I'm gonna now tap. Oh, okay, it doesn't look like it's doing anything to me. Yeah, I think I can double jump right away. Yeah. Okay, let me try and do 10 seconds, which, well, I won't be able to tell if it works. So let's try 2. Okay, this one worked. Definitely too fast. Yeah, our thing isn't working at all. All right, so start jump delay, that's working. Stop jump delay, it's making can jump true, which is fine. And then it's going to core jump delay, start coroutine, can jump should be false. Right here. For that amount of time. But for some reason, it's going true again. So let's expose can jump. Put this on public for now. Click. Save. Alright, so we're just gonna see it here in our little inspector. It should be right here. Alright, so can jump. As soon as I'm grounded, it should say true. Alright, it does. Okay, so oh, it's only done it in the air, not on the ground. And I think the reason why this is because for a few frames, grounded is true as soon as we jump. So if we were to do like super quick jumping, it may be possible. I don't think so. So humans can't do it, but you see, it falls for a bit, but only in the air. And that's because as soon as we jump from the ground, we don't turn off the check grounded thing for a bit. So we would need a just jumped delay sort of thing. And we're gonna say, what are we gonna say? There is no intelligent way of doing it. We're gonna fix this next time. So thanks very much for watching, people. Our thing isn't working perfectly yet. Far from it, really. But then again, this is the first episode. So we'll see you again next time when we do things. I don't know what we'll do. We always improvise. So there you go. But we'll keep on working on the locomotion for a bit. And if we grow tired of that a little bit, what we are going to do is we are going to do what? We're going to what? Add an enemy that we can stomp? No, that's complicated. We're going to add a thing we can collect. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's add.
Yeah, no mushrooms though.
Good.
That make you bigger. That's crazy. No.
No
It's like scores or something. Coins.
Yeah.
Coins is
Like
good.
that. Coins.
Coins is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacks.
Sacks.
Yeah.
What do you want sacks? How are you gonna make them look? It's gonna look weird. Plus they're gonna be on the ground. You wanna be able to put them in the air.
Oh yeah.
Coins.
Okay.
Period. Well, we can use like rotating cubes or that sort of stuff, which is what most people do. It's kind of boring. Like, coins, I think, is cool.
Okay. Then we'll make coins.
All right. Cool. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
See ya.